After an accident, we have a crack in the bumper and need to repair it. We'll show you how now.
The situation here requires stabilization, and it's crucial that we prepare everything thoroughly for the painter to achieve a beautiful, clean finish later on.
Our soldering iron is battery powered, so we can work cordlessly.
What can we repair? As previously stated, bumpers are repairable. Additionally, we can fix radiators, headlights, and even components on a motorcycle following a minor accident where we decide we want a quick repair.
If it's plastic, it can be repaired, and we have various application possibilities for this. We see the different soldering tips here at the front. I can attach something, then I have a wire here with which I can fix a large crack. And I have my attachment here like a small iron where I push the plastic wire through and thereby seal the crack.
It provides excellent heat. We reach up to 500 degrees Celsius, and at the tip, up to 600 degrees with our rapid heat technology, enabling us to get the heat needed for work quickly.
We get between 45 and 90 minutes of battery run time, varying with the application, providing ample time for work.
Should I be working in a corner where I need a bit more light? There's also a small LED work light built into the front. A lithium-ion battery is installed with 2,400 milliamps, meaning there's significant power behind it that we need for working. We will now demonstrate how this functions and its applications. Let's begin with the first method.
One method involves using this small tacking iron as mentioned. Here I have pieces that protrude upwards, so I'll proceed as if ironing and remove the wrinkles. Subsequently, as PT mentioned, this will be quite simply sanded and filled, allowing the painter to work effectively. That concludes the first method. Now, let's explore other options. Yes, as we can see, the crack is indeed extremely large, and that means it's gaping open. We need to fix it first so it stays together. This attachment is designed for that purpose. It contains wire staples that can be melted into the bumper, providing a secure hold and preventing further separation. To do this, you simply go work from the inside. Preheat again, then just go insert it here. Once it has cooled, it will remain securely joined because the wire staple is embedded. You could then, as demonstrated below, apply a wire mesh over the area and fold it, and then it would be 100% fixed. So now I have the option to close this crack. You have to make sure that I also have the correct plastic wire for it. The appropriate plastic wire, whether for polypropylene or polyethylene bumpers, can be selected from the available accessory tips. And then I go over the slit with it, simply by feeding the wire continuously. You can observe here how the plastic material melts, consequently thereby naturally also the slit too. And that's how easily I can do the repair, and afterward, as mentioned, it will simply be sanded again. Then I can with the painter, with filler, make it all look good again. And we see here now, the bumper is fixed so that it doesn't come apart anymore. The repair from our side, the preliminary work is done. The rest, have fun, painter. Additionally, it's worth noting that we offer alternative repair solutions for bumpers, such as our RepCap bumper brackets, all those plastic parts that could break off. You can find all of that at Herd & Bus as well. Now you are well informed about our bushing soldering iron and how to perform repairs on a bumper.
All further information you need can be found in the description below, in the bushing catalog, or in our online catalog.
And don't forget, subscribe to our channel to don't miss any videos.